Hey everybody, Mr. Andrew here. Today we are going to continue our early literacy lesson on sequencing and storyboards. So as you know, there are two types of stories, fiction and nonfiction. Fiction stories are stories that are made up, and nonfiction stories are stories based on our lives or on real events in somebody else's lives. So today we are going to focus on nonfiction stories. So I'm going to be making my story about something that I did today. And this morning, Miss Rukia and Bear and I all went to the beach. And I'm just going to think for a second about what we did at the beach. So we drove to the beach. I dug a big hole, and Bear jumped in the hole, and then he hid all of his toys in the hole, and it took me forever to find all the toys. And then once we found all the toys, we ate lunch, and then we went home. So let's turn that into a written story. So here I have my storyboard. It's a really simple 3-panel storyboard, just like yesterday's, and it has a beginning, a middle, and an end. And like I think I mentioned yesterday, sequencing is basically just the concept of putting together an order of events. And it's a really important early literacy tool. And so we'll be doing a little bit more of that today. So like I said, I'm going to make a story about my morning at the beach with Bear and Miss Rukia. And in the beginning, we got to the beach and I dug a hole. So I'm going to draw myself. Here's me. I'm going to draw my glasses, nose, beard, and a little smile over here. And okay, let's see if I can draw myself digging a hole. Oh man. Here's a shovel. As you can see, I'm not the best artist, but as long as you try your best, it's okay. All right, so digging a shovel, or digging a hole using my shovel, and I'm gonna make that the hole. And here is Bear, and I'm gonna draw him watching me. Dig the hole. There we go. Here's Bear and me digging the hole. And in the middle of the story, Bear jumped into the hole and then he buried all of his toys and he hid all of his toys. So I'm just going to focus on one part of that. I'm just going to focus on the hiding the toys part. So here's Bear again. And he's got kind of a little mischievous smile on his face. Oops, out of nose over here too. And here he is, and I'm gonna draw him. Okay, his feet. I'm gonna draw him throwing some toys into the hole. Here's a little truck that we had. Here's a little, I think we had like a little turtle toy. Ooh. And he's throwing those things into the hole. And I'm going to draw me over here, but just kind of off to the side. One part of my glasses. Little squiggly mouth, because I'm not quite sure what's going on. And I'm gonna try to put my hands on my hips over here. There we go. And I'm going to draw a little question mark above my head because I'm not really sure what's going on. And then in the end, we found all the toys and we ate lunch. So I am going to draw Bear sitting over here. Oh, open mouth as he eats some of the chicken nuggets that I packed for him. Okay, little chicken nugget right there. He's eating the chicken nugget. And here's me again. And I'm gonna make myself looking a little bit tired because I just spent a ton of time digging up all the toys. Couldn't find them. Hands on my hips again. There we go. Yep, there we go. So, in the beginning, I dug a hole, and again, I'm going to use some invented spelling. So parents, again, this is the concept of using early phonemic awareness to not necessarily write words accurately or correctly, but to try to sound out words as best we can and to use the sounds of the letters that we know to try to spell out those words. So, I am going to write the word Doug. So, we can use stretchy slime, and I'm gonna get the word Doug and go Doug. Doug. I can hear that it starts with a D sound. It's a U. Doug. It's a tricky one. If you guess the letter G, you'd be right. Doug. And here in the middle, I'm gonna again just write one word. And I'm going to write the word hid because Bear hid all of his toys. Hid. Hid. H. I. Hid. D. There we go. And in the end, we ate lunch. So let's see. I'll try to sound out the word ate. Ate. Okay, I hear an A sound. A. That's a T sound. So again, parents, there, it's a little invented spelling. We know how to spell the word ate, but the last E is pretty silent, and our kids might not necessarily hear that, or they won't hear that, so they might not necessarily write it. And that the way of spelling ate with just an A and a T is perfectly fine, and it's encouraged. So I'll go ahead and just quickly color this in. So there we go. I've made a short story about my morning at the beach, beginning, middle, and end. And tomorrow we'll talk about how to turn that into a book. Just a quick note for parents, this exercise has a pretty wide range of applications. You can use it for a short activity like I did today, all the way up to a whole weekend's worth of activities. And as your kids get better at storyboarding, you can, of course, add more middle panels. So you can take it from a 3-panel storyboard up to a 4 or 6 or however many you need. All right, thanks for watching, everybody, and have a great day.